Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Today I'm going to cover basically muscle anatomy and your calves, why your calves are most likely not growing based on what muscles you're actually training for your calf development. So if you didn't know, now you're going to learn that your calf is made up of two different muscles. You have the gastrocnemius, which is the one most people train, and we have the soleus, which is basically what I'm going to cover today is how you should be training both of them to get the most complete calf development that you can. So I'll start off with the soleus. This is the one that most people don't even know about. It's like most people are just doing, which I'll get into, standing calf raises, which is only going to target the gastrocnemius. So what you want to do is target the soleus way more because number one, it's the bigger muscle in the calf. So as you can see, it's deeper under the gastrocnemius. The soleus, it's a bigger portion, but it's under the gastrocnemius, which is more of the calf definition. Like on the outside, you can see it more, but if you want the thick growth of the calves, you want to focus way more on the soleus. And then, like I said, again, just gives the calf more bulk. And this responds way better to higher rep training. So it's mostly slow twitch fibers, which basically means it's like more endurance work. So you want to do higher reps, a little bit lower weight. So I like to do at least like 10 to 12 reps with these. And you want to target the seated calf raise. So seated calf raise, it's going to bend your knees, obviously. So you're seated and you're doing calf raises in a seated position, which is basically disadvantaging yourself to use the gastrocnemius, and they're going to put all the load on the soleus. So that's number one. And then what most people do is just train the gastrocnemius. So like I said before, it's visible on the outside, gives the calf more definition. And it's a mix of slow and fast twitch. So I would just do like normal rep range. I like to do the 6 to 8 rep range. And you can do a little bit more. You can like mix a little bit more in. But just to keep it simple, just to progress way faster and to just keep everything super simple, I like 6 to 8 rep range on most things. Drinking the sparkling water. But these are targeted mostly with standing calf raises. So to get the best calf workout that you can and build the best calves that you can, you want to mix both seated and standing calf raise. And I would definitely focus more on seated because you're going to get way more of the bulk. Holy shit, excuse me. I've just been sipping this thing. If you don't know these, by the way, these are gas. These flavored sparkling waters. But anyways, definitely want to focus more on seated calf raise. So basically what I do for leg days is I do my hack squat, which is like my staple for my legs. And then I'll go straight into seated calf raise. And then later in the workout, I'll do like 2 sets of this just to make sure I'm still progressing on that lift. But mostly you want to focus on this because most people, you might already be doing seated, but you're not doing standing. Most people just pick one and don't work both. So if you want complete calf, development, then you want to hit both of these muscles to do both of these exercises. So that's really it. If you have any questions on this, like always, DM me on Instagram. I'm going to leave the link in the description. And then you can schedule a call with me to work in my coaching program as well. So I'll leave links in the description for each of those. So if you have any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.